Hey guys, welcome back. If we've not met before, I'm Katie, helping you navigate the Dubai property market. Today, I am going through an upcoming launch. Do we have brochures, floor plans, all that good stuff? Officially, no. However, on these types of launches, we get roughly 15 minutes to make a decision. So I want to give you as much information as you possibly can, because honestly, the turnaround on this is gonna be quick. So I need to get you teed up, I need to get you prepared, because once this information is live in the market, well, quite honestly, it is too late. So I'm trying to give you a heads up on one of the safest bets when we look at investments across Dubai that's coming up this year. Not only are we talking a government-backed developer, we are talking a waterfront community, standalone villa-only master community from a government-backed player. Yes, we are in for an absolute treat. We are talking Emaar Oasis, and they have one more launch before the end of the year. So let me go through all the details that we have so far. Let me start with a developer in general. If you have landed in Dubai, you could not have escaped the city without seeing Emaar branded on every single building. They built Burj Khalifa, they built downtown, they built Dubai Hills. They are known for creating the best communities in Dubai, hence why people want to live there. They are one of the largest government-backed entities here, so in terms of an investment point of view, they are incredibly safe, incredibly secure, but it also comes with a whole host of benefits. Emaar communities, they're government-backed, and those government ties help us as investors. The saying goes, where Emaar goes, real estate flows, because Emaar are government-backed. They know what's happening before everyone else knows what's happening, hence why they keep these premium plots of land for themselves. This is probably Emaar's most luxurious offering, and it's no coincidence it's in this plot of land. Accessibility to the metro, to the Etihad rail, its central location in terms of Dubai and where it's going, access to the brand new airport, and a very, very central spot. The benefits of buying in with a government-backed developer is that you get all the advantages associated with working with the best. Emaar get the best location in terms of plots. Not only that, but they get priority when it comes to access. When there's a problem on the road, when they're creating new metros, new train stations, the Emaar communities are always looked after first because they're the government-backed ones. So it definitely gives us a massive benefit by working with these guys. Not only that, but they've had an incredible track record now of community after community. All their investors are very well looked after, which is why they always sell out on a launch day, because they have an incredible amount of demand for the units that they hand over. When you are working with someone who's creating a community and not just thinking about their one building, they're thinking about the whole community in general. And let me just show you what that means. You are buying not only a property, you are buying into a master plan. There's someone thinking about every single lagoon, every single clubhouse, every single road. It means that the whole area has a cohesive feel to it. Whereas you go look at some other areas, such as JVC, for example, where the land has been sold off to different developers. So you have one developer here, one developer next to it. You've got construction going off at all different times. No one's looking after the pavements, the roads, the trees, the landscaping. Here you're buying into a master community, and you're buying with one of the best master community developers. Emaar, they've got an incredible track record. You know what they are going to create is top tier and inferior to anything else in the space. This community, this concept isn't brand new to us. Over the last 12 months, we have seen multiple launches in this space, and this is the last launch of the year in this community. This entire community is a standalone villa-only community, meaning it is a prestigious price point to get in. It's one of the most luxury communities Emaar have ever done and ever created. Because they are only doing luxury high-end villas, you know the types of clientele that will be in here. There are no apartment offerings, there are no townhouse offerings, so it's got this real level of exclusivity. Not only that, one of the main things about it, you'll notice straight away, is that it's a waterfront community. I'm a numbers-based investor, and when we look at what's performing in the market, time after time after time, the villa communities always top the charts in terms of highest capital appreciation, and that always comes down to supply and demand. There's a tiny percentage of the market that is in the villa space, but there's a huge demand. The types of people that Dubai are attracting at the moment are wealthy business owners, families. Those types of people, they need space. Hence why the capital appreciation on the villa space has gone through the roof, because there's this huge demand and not enough supply. In terms of your capital appreciation, they perform best every single time. And not only is this a villa community, but also coupling that with the fact that this is a waterfront community. Again, a golden asset class, and we look here at the highest capital appreciation areas of last year, the top two were waterfront communities. Waterfront communities are in a huge demand, and again, not enough supply. So this project, this community is marrying the two fundamentals of what makes these phenomenal numbers. So this is like the perfect mix of what is going to create these phenomenal numbers. We have a villa-only community, waterfront with a master developer, and it's a government-backed master developer. This is honestly a cocktail for success, which is why it's been so popular and why I'm excited to tell you about it. In terms of what their next launch will look like, the brochures have not been released, but when I say there's a quick turnaround on this, I mean it. Their last launch, they announced it at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, and the launch was at 4 p.m. on Thursday. Less than 24 hours to get your head around this. And this is why, if we want to navigate this launch process, I need to get you teed up as early as possible so we have the best chance of winning and securing the best units. For this next launch, we're still unsure of exactly what it's going to look like, the floor plans, etc. However, based on their previous launches, it gives us a really good indication of what we can expect to see here. We're going to see 4 and 5 bed standalone villas, and I can show you the previous launches to help demonstrate what we can expect to see. If you actually want to grab these brochures yourself, I'm going to leave links below this video so that you can download these and have a good nosy. But let me jump through the numbers and what we're expecting those to look like as well. With Emaar, it is always an 80-20 payment plan, meaning 80% of the property value is built in over that 4-year construction period. In terms of the launch prices and what we're expecting to see here, we're expecting 4-bedroom villas to be anywhere between 14 million and 16 million AED, and you can see the equivalent what that means in Great British pounds. Now, don't worry, you don't need all that in one go. So at booking, you need 20% as your down payment to secure the unit, along with your 4% DLD. Your DLD is your equivalent of your stamp duty. It stands for Dubai Land Department, and it's a flat fee on anything you buy in Dubai. Then you are popped into a payment plan. So there'll be further 20% installments across the payment plan, right the way up to handover and completion. Now, you can actually mortgage and leverage 50% of this property value if you wish to go down the finance option as well. So that's what we're getting in. But what are we getting out is probably the more important question. When we are looking at this, especially on the investment play, this is what gets people excited, because you will look through the brochures and you will fall in love with the project. Waterfront, top tier developer, it's ticking every single box, but we also want to make sure it's setting us up financially as well. What is unique about this particular development is the plot sizes. The plot sizes are unheard of. They are the biggest plot sizes we are seeing in the market right now. It's a super unique offering. When we're thinking about comparables and what we can compare it to in the market right now, the only other waterfront community would be Jumeirah Islands. Now, Jumeirah Islands has been a very prestigious, prestigious postcode. It's a waterfront community again by Nakheel, who are a government-backed water developer. So in terms of comparables, probably the closest we're going to get. However, I'll caveat this and say this is now a relatively older community. It has smaller plot sizes, but the numbers on that have done phenomenally well. That, along with the Palm, tops the charts every single year in terms of your capital appreciation, villa community, waterfront play. And the average price per square foot in those areas, we're looking at 4,400 AED per square foot. On the 5 beds, we're looking at 4,000 AED per square foot. Well, this payment plan today at these prices that we're predicting, they're coming in at 2,000 AED per square foot. This is where you can see your capital appreciation building in from day one. They look after their early investors. You are buying off plan, and that's why their early investors win. The price per square foot on these are incredible compared to everything that we have live today in the market. It's not crazy to think that the prices here that we're paying today will double by the time you're at handover, because that's just basing it off what we've got live in the market today and what people are paying at the current price. And we've got the data now. We've got the life cycle of people who have been through this whole life cycle previously. Jumeirah Islands, as I said, probably one of the closest comparable. These are the most recent sales in that community. This is a 4-bedroom villa in that community. People bought this off plan for 4.8 million AED, so about just under 1 million British. Sold last month for 23 million, okay? But look at the price per square foot here. They were getting in 2012 for less than 1,000 AED per square foot, selling on the live market today at 4,400 AED per square foot. So if we were just to take today's rates and expecting no growth in Dubai as it is, you would expect these numbers, you'd expect the value of this to double just in that construction period by handover alone. When you see the figures and what is going on in the market, it gives you a lot of confidence of what we can expect to see. And this is why these things are so popular, especially with investors that have been through this life cycle before. They have seen the growth, they have been well looked after, and they are ready to go again, which is why these launches are very competitive. But that is a blessing and a curse, okay? When a launch is competitive, when there is more demand than supply, our capital appreciation is built in from day one. Previous launches have come, they've gone, they've sold out, and people are already paying a premium, and we're well off handover, okay? You are getting in access to a waterfront community with a top tier developer in one of the most prestigious postcodes of Dubai. This is a very exciting project, which is why I wanted to tell you about it. I know we've got a very limited window before these come up to launch. So if you do want any more information about this, if you do want us to get you prepped and prepared for launch day so you have a chance at getting one of these, use the links around this video. It's what we do, and we can definitely help you navigate it all. I really hope you found that helpful. This one will be an exciting one, and if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'll see you on the next one.